You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrans for Black and White Sports, and let's talk about the Sunday Night Football ratings. Every week we try to keep track of the ratings for football, particularly after that first week where they went ultra social justice woke. And many of you decided, you know what, at least for this season, we're going to let the NFL pay the penalty for that. Many of you said, I'm going to let them pay the penalty for it forever. And we don't blame you. We understand. In fact, I even have to confess, for the first time, I think, in the history of Sunday Night Football, I didn't watch last night. Now, was that because I was doing any sort of boycotting? Not necessarily. I just had NFL fatigue last night. I had had enough for the day. The NFL hasn't been as fun this year. Let's just be honest. It hasn't been as fun. They started out that first week, and it rubbed me the wrong way. It did. They took some of the fun out of the game for me. And I am a hardcore football fan. In fact, I had more fun watching college football this week than I did. I watched Texas OU play, okay? I'm right here in Texas. Good God, Longhorns. If you couldn't beat this Sooners team, are you ever going to beat the Sooners again? Fun fact, though, my high school football coach from 1993 is actually, I believe, a defensive back coach for the Longhorns now. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Also, shout out, rest in peace to the great Houston Astros, Cincinnati Reds second baseman, and former ESPN analyst Joe Morgan. One of the best analysts in the business back in the day, growing up on Sunday Night Baseball, Joe Morgan, a hell of a baseball player, Hall of Famer, and he passed away today. And John Matrix told me the news, and it just drilled me. One of the voices of my youth was Joe Morgan. So rest in peace, Joe Morgan. Okay, so back to the Sunday Night Football ratings. Interesting. Last night, Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, some say he's leading the MVP race right now. Okay? I want to throw an honorable mention out there to Aaron Rodgers and to Josh Allen, who plays for the Bills. Okay, so that's your three primary MVP front runners. They played Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings, who are actually off to a really rough start this year, 1-4 after getting beat last night. And it was a very close game, 27-26. Now, that game drew a 11.42 million rating. That's actually slightly down from Sunday Night Football last week. But as we know, the true gauge for what has transpired with the NFL ratings because of social justice and because of throwing all these political messages when people want to crack a beer, et cetera, sit down and watch a game, is to look at the previous year, same week. Okay, last year, Jacoby Brissett and the Indianapolis Colts took on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. So maybe it's a toss-up as to which game was better. Personally speaking, Vikings and Seahawks feels like a better game. At least Mahomes is probably the best quarterback of all the ones involved, but Kirk Cousins is certainly better than Jacoby Brissett. And I think we keep thinking the Vikings might get their shit together this season. It's shocking they're 1-4 now. Okay, they're a team that's down, really down. And their defense is actually part of the problem, which was one of their strengths. Now, last year's game drew 18 million viewers. So the ratings are significantly down week on week, year versus year. Down nearly 7 million viewers from the Sunday Night Football game last year, which one could argue was a game not as good as the one that was last night. The Colts won that game. They beat the Chiefs, by the way, last year in that game. And last night, the Seahawks squeaked by the Vikings. So the ratings on Sunday Night Football continue to be poor for the NFL. And if you chose not to watch for whatever reason, we fully support it. Like I said, I didn't watch the game last night. I started The Boys on Amazon. Season 2. It's a hell of a good show. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. The NFL, the ratings continue to slide. They continue to slide, especially versus previous years. Look, the NFL was riding high the last couple of years, and it's clear fans have sent a message to them. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.